Welcome back. 8:35. Oprah for president. Joining us this morning to talk about all the buzz is TMZ's Harvey Levin. He's in L.A. Good morning, Harvey. Good to see you.
Hey, Lauren.
So
Good to see you.
I was amazed. In like 2.2 seconds, Oprah's speech at the Golden Globes turned from being like this great speech about sexual harassment, women being empowered, to a campaign speech with the hashtag Oprah 2020 trending like crazy after that.
Well, Gayle King just said this was not written as a campaign speech, but a lot of people interpreted it that way. And the big thing is Stedman, her longtime companion, said to the LA Times in response to Would She Run, she would absolutely do it if the people want her to. Now, Gayle went on her show this morning, CBS This Morning, and very nervously tried to spin it. She made it very clear and said, I was on the phone for a long time with Oprah last night. And then she said that, well, what Stedman actually thought he was asked was, would she make a good president? But the fact is, that's not what Stedman was asked, because his answer was, she would absolutely do it. That's not a response to, would she make a good president? So I was on the phone yesterday with a lot of people in Oprah's world, and the way what I'm walking away with is this. Yeah. She used to say no. She is not saying no anymore. She hasn't said yes, but she is listening to this groundswell. And, you know, it could happen. I mean, it absolutely could happen.
Is it interesting to think that the job of president now kind of is an entry-level political job? I mean, you know, because we had, Trump, who had no political experience, and then now the other side, the Democrats, and I've heard a couple Republicans too mention Oprah's name. Well,
you're right, but Lauren, but you're absolutely right, and here's why. Because when you look at the way America views its politicians, they are in low self-esteem, held in low self-esteem. So Oprah has never been in politics, and the esteem in which she is held is much, much higher. Nobody is loved as much as Oprah. We got Marco Rubio out yesterday. He said, and I think this is a good point, that as much as she's loved, if she decided to run, then she has to start taking positions on issues like gun control and abortion and things that polarize the country. And even somebody beloved will not be as beloved once they start addressing issues. And Rubio went as far as saying, look, if she goes head-to-head with Trump in 2020, Trump's going to win.
Oh, yeah. You can't make everyone happy. I think she would probably learn that very quickly. I thought it was interesting that Ivanka Trump received a whole bunch of backlash, because I know in the book, the Fire and Fury book, there is talk that Ivanka would like to be the first female president. But she tweeted out basically saying that she saw Oprah's speech and she was inspired by it, and she said, like, let's all come together, women and men, time's up. And boy, she received a lot of backlash for that.
Yeah, I mean, look, she's going to get backlash for anything because she's a Trump. And, I don't know if this is true. It seems weird to me. I mean, that's the one part of this, well, several parts of the book, but the one part that is weird to me is, how would he be in a position to know what Ivanka and Jared Kushner talk about,
privately,
outside of the White House? It's weird. That was a weird one to me.
Yeah. What did you think about everybody showing up at the Golden Globes in black? Did you think it was a good message? I mean, did you think it proved its point?
Yeah, I think it was a really powerful evening. And, I think there were only two people that we saw who dared not wear black. They were fashion models. But, no, there was a clear point to the evening. I think the point was made well. And, there was a big thing. Are they going to overdo it? Is it going to only be that? And there's pretty good balance. And, look, Oprah's speech was amazing. It was a historic speech.
Right.
And, I'll tell you, the other interesting thing that happened with Gayle King this morning on her show was she was asked, did Oprah write the speech? And you saw the wheels turn in her head.
How am I going to
And at first she said, yes, it was hers. She knows how to write. She knows how to speak, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden, and she sat down with the editor of her magazine, and the two of them wrote it. So it was almost like, at first she said yes, and then she thought, this is where Melania Trump got in trouble. Right. And then she kind of, brought the editor in. So it was kind of interesting. Yeah,
Oprah walking out the door on her Instagram or on social media said, I'm still working on my speech. I'm still working on it. And now her hearing it's like, you weren't still working on it. All right. Thanks, Harvey. Appreciate it.
Okay, Lauren.
You can see TMZ weeknights at 11 p.m., weekdays at 3 p.m. here on Fox 4. You can also find a link to the show's website on our website, fox4news.com. It is 8:40.